Welcome everybody. My name is Manuela Hargassner Delpos and I'm from Ministry of Labour and Economy, and I would like to thank very much the tribe that I have been invited to give this talk to you today for the Africa Job Creation and Trade Conference. Unfortunately, and I'm really very unhappy about it, that I cannot see you all in person. So when you see me now on the video giving the speech, I will already be on the plane back home to Austria. And the day before, which means today on Friday, I would have been here in person. So you can imagine, I'm really sorry about being not with you. But I'm happy now to give you nevertheless my speech, and I will firstly want to refer to next. So you will always hear a next because I have support with the slides to be shown to you. And I will refer now firstly to the European Year of Skills 2023, because skills have been detected to be super important, especially regarding changes in the labor market. The initiative is especially drawn to also the opportunities, what is going on the labor market with regard to digital and green transitions. And these require new skills, and that's why European Union focuses especially now on re-up and cross-skilling. Next. Why are these skills so important for entrepreneurship? Because this is your major topic. You would like to know what is needed to become an entrepreneur. So first of all, it's important to identify your competitive advantages. What does it mean for you? So when you have specific skills, you need to see what makes you different with your personal specific skills. So this is actually the asset, what you think about when you would like to start a business. So there is a variety, a set of what is available, but you first start to think about what is your specific potential regarding skills to be competitive in the market. Next. Secondly, you need to align your skills with your passion. So it might be that you are super skilled and super knowledgeable in maths, but you actually hate being an accountant or whatsoever. So you need to find out what is compatible with your know-how, your knowledge, your skills, and also is aligned with your interest, your passion, what you would like to do. Why is it important? Because if you're passionate about something, you don't care about investing time in further skills and in your evolvement, development, whatever it is. And then this will make you stand out compared to the others who do not have a passion in it. Next. And then you can benefit from your learning curve. So as I already referred to, when you're passionate about something, so it's easy for you to grasp with your daily interest what is important to improve and where is important to put a bias on what you can take up to make your business better, to improve in the world. And it is also a cost-saving issue because you will have the asset of self-learning, and this also makes you competitive compared to others. Next. And then there's the issue of self-confidence. Self-confidence is nothing with what you are born with, but it is something what you need to put on with your experience. So your skills empower you with what you are doing, and you're gaining experience, and at the same time you are more self-confident. And you can, with this self-confidence, you can help others, you can emphasize on strength for others, you can build a self-image, it empowers you. Next. And then it's good to have skills mitigating risks, because you know about what you know and you know what you do not know. So when you're developing your business and or you already are in your entrepreneurship, it's a good thing to know what you should avoid or where you should maybe improve and what you need to learn to mitigate risks. Next. And then everybody of you might already have heard about SWOT. So you see where are your strengths, where are your weaknesses, what opportunities and threats are there. This is super important, considering what your business might do, and where maybe you need to partner with somebody to also find and fill the slots, the gaps of skills what are needed for your business. Then there's also the issue of creating value for customers. So that with your skills you should meet the needs of the customers what you are addressing to. It sounds simple, but it is not. So the better your skills match with customer needs, the better your business is developing. So you need to sensitize yourself about what am I capable of, and maybe I need to raise awareness with my customers that I'm also good in this and that. And this gives you a specific, unique value. Next. Attracting talent and partnership. This is an asset. When you're self-confident and full with skills, you are also an attractive partner for others. Not only when you're looking out for somebody, but you can sell yourself with your skills and self-confidence, and this is very valuable regarding also when you would like to grow your business. But you know, it depends on if you start already with a partner or you do it on the way, developing your business more and more. Next. Then there's adaptability and innovation. As I said, when you have a passion, you're open for looking in the business what is going on outside your own world and what needs to be adopted and included to be innovative yourself. And this, of course, relates very much to your skills with openness and taking up the creativity, not sitting in your corner and waiting until you're finally going to retire. So on the way to there, then you might get bankrupt if you're not open and considering what's going on around. Finally, the resource efficiency. So it also is that when you start a business, you cannot afford actually to hire more people. You need to have a step-by-step approach. So it makes sense that you try to fill in the skills what are needed in a big variety in the area. So a bit of accountancy you should know. You should be able to do your market research to build your business. You should be able to be a secretary and writing your emails yourself to whom you are reaching out. You should be able to also write your commercials, advertisements, to be skilled in social media, etc. So this means at the beginning you need to have a set of all kind of different, not necessarily highly skilled abilities, but to be able to cover what is needed to have a business. And this means you allocate your resources and you are efficient. Next slide. So this was referring why it's so important, why skills are so important regarding entrepreneurship. Now I would like to refer to the competencies needed and the skills regarding the trends and changes in the labor market, what there is going on at the moment. So we have these keywords of what we already know, the demographic development. In Europe we do have an aging population. Here in Nigeria we have the youth becoming more and more. We have the hyper-connected workforce, so the digital world arrived in the last corner of our working areas. Urbanization is an issue, remote work and dispersed workforce, globalizing activities, globalization in general, on-demand economy. So these are the keywords with whom you are all already confronted. But I will now tell you more about specific transformations regarding jobs. So next. There is advancing technology and digitalization, which means that you might already have heard from the IoT, so the Internet of Things, that things already can prioritize work. They can organize themselves and they can interconnect with themselves. So there is the idea of that IoT are already implemented when it comes to smart cities, when it comes to smart homes, when it comes to smart transports, to the smart farming, to smart factories, smart grids. So here we need to be careful to see what kind of developments and what digitalization means in the future world of work. Next. So here it's just a joke, so you might know Alexa and you might know Siri. So as we as humans now can rely on IoT, so we can say, so Alexa, are you doing the Christmas shopping for me, or shall I ask Siri? So so this is our world with which we are actually already confronted with. Next. The rise and fall of professions, so the disappearance and the emergence of jobs. Next, here you see a list of remaining old and relatively new jobs. I will not now read the list out to you. You will get materials certainly from the organizers of the conference. I just want to draw your focus on that these are jobs which are highly related to human abilities, like animal care and service workers, psychiatrists, sustainability managers, energy managers, managers in general, preschool, primary, secondary and special educational teachers. So here you can see this is something what is still remaining in the labor market in the next future. Next. But what professions are disappearing? And here we have travel agents, retail cashiers, safety inspectors, deliverers like postal office workers, referral jobs, train, taxi, bus, truck drivers. We know about the autonomous drivers, fast food cooks, and so on, bank tellers. So why is this? Because these are routinized jobs. They have routine activities which can easily be replaced and are already replaced. Next. What is emerging with regarding to jobs? So we have here firstly the Chief Automation Officer. So this is the one who is actually looking into companies, what kind of processes can be automated, what are still not automated. So and to streamline all these processes, this will be the job and is already the Chief Automation Officer. Then we have the gamification marketing specialist. So the gaming is already entering the professional world, and the game design elements and game mechanics are in non-game contexts, such as marketing, for instance, and also to increase brand awareness and loyalty, customer engagement, and purchase intent. Then we have the metaverse research scientist. So with the augmented and virtual reality, these are already in high demand, and the role is here already very prominent and makes the entire, so their task is to make the world visible and actionally digitally reachable. So that, for instance, when you think about medicine, that doctors who are operating on a heart surgery, they are operating from Vienna and working together with a colleague in Tokyo, and depending on the different skills what are needed, they are already doing it together at the same time on the same heart. So this is meant that you need to have a visual idea of and to see the heart, although it's actually not in front of you. The metaverse storyteller. So this is to create quests for users to explore the metaverse. Military training scenarios, for instance, difficult to find marketing opportunities, what you can do in the meta world. This is meant by metaverse storyteller. Then we have the cybersecurity threat attribution analysis. So here this person needs to identify common elements in various digital threats. As we know about hackers, that they are already in the field, and you need to protect your properties. Here the cybersecurity threat attribution analyst comes in to already be several steps in advance here. Virtual reality programmer. Here I don't need any explanation. Everybody knows what this is. Next. The human-machine matchmaker. As we know, there is more and more machines, robots in workplace, but still also humans are needed. We need to create a new working environment and a new work culture, a collaborative culture between human colleagues and machine colleagues. And here we need to define roles and responsibilities and rules. These are the tasks for the human-machine matchmaker. Next. Then there's the augmented reality journey builder. So this person is equivalent to creative people like composers, playwrights, and it's strictly here the augmented reality, also with focus leisure time, for instance, that you are now going on holidays in the augmented reality. You can do that at the weekends, for instance, and you don't need to take the plane. Then there is the data detective. So data information needs to be translated. It needs to be understandable and relatable and turned into relatable terms. He or she is responsible for developing an investigative problem-solving mindset, demonstrating the ability to exhibit a keen understanding of data problems that must be addressed. And this also means for this person that she or he needs to collaborate with various teams to grasp the overall issues. Next. And then we have the digital reputation defender. So we know about threats in social media, and the internet is becoming more and more complex, that there's a need for digital removes. And these are actually the Digital Reputation Defender removal list, so that they need to remove the traces which are not wished in the internet. Next. So this list, I also will not go into detail. You may ask again the organizers of the conference. You have a long list of increasing demands and decreasing demands, what is already going on nowadays in the labor market. Next. What is important now to bring together what I started with the skills, what are needed, and the transformation on the labor market, refers now to the development of skills. So until now, most development agencies, or generally development skills agencies or development skills training, focus with job seekers on unspecified skills development, so that you get a general upskilling and then you go to the labor market and try to find a job. So the new way is to have a job-centric re- and upskilling and cross-skilling, so that you already have a very concrete job in mind, which makes you faster actually being matched with what is demanded, and you have training on the job where the company is already profiting from what they need, but you have a pre-skilling already with the orientation what you're going to do. Next. And here is just a picture, a slide, when you see, so humans are already sitting together with our machine robot colleagues and applying for a job, so in different ways. Next. Here again, referring to the challenges, what I first referred to briefly, the demographic challenges in Nigeria, a population of 223 million people with a very solid quantity of young people who are not only entering the market, but who are already in the market and who will remain for long in the market. And therefore the big need to create more jobs, what the main aim of this conference is to see what to do here. Next, then now this part of my speech is referring to the environmental challenges regarding climate crisis, shortages of resources, energy prices, you name it, also in Nigeria as worldwide. Next. How do you cope with that? What is the solution here? So you go into green jobs. And what kind of green jobs can this be? Like waste and resource management, combating the waste of resources, the green mobility, reduction of CO2 emissions with energy generation and distribution, renewable energy via photovoltaic, solar, wind turbines, building technology to do insulation, passive houses, sustainable buildings, agricultural and forestry professions, super important already now, but especially with a view to future, organic and smart farming, biotechnologies, tackling the decline of biodiversity, advice and education in the environment and energy sector. Next. So here is a slide where you can see the different sectors, what there are, and climate change, how they are influencing each other. And you can imagine with what is going on, what will more and more be affected, and where we are going to have issues, and where we need to go. Super important when you are going to start your own business, to look into future sectors which are needed, and that you are not going into these sectors which are already in decline and will more and more do so. Next. Then pandemics have of course an influence, so that this is also with regard to risk management. So you need to think about what's my business, how will it affect, and what can I do, what is my plan B, risk management here to adapt to with what I'm confronted with. What else needs to be considered? Informal market, quite a topic in Nigeria. So look into what kind of benefits are there when you formalize your business. There are many factors to be considered, and I advise everybody to, if you and when you develop and establish your own business, formalize it. You will get support. There are all kinds of people who could advise, and foremost Ministry of Labor and Economy in your country, Department of Labor and Wages. They are very happy to support in the formalization of businesses where you can address yourself. Next. The geopolitical crisis situation needs to be considered in your country. All kinds of different issues like political structure, corruption, war and violence, legal and property rights, country risks are to be considered in your risk management plan. Next. Social transformations, what is there? So more and more it's important to raise social responsibility, and social and solidarity economy is on the rise. And why is it so important? Because we know the income and wealth inequality is an issue which you need to overcome if you would like to proceed in a wealthy, if you would like to have a sustainable and good business and sustainable economy world in which you are living. Also the fake news world, which is increasingly destabilizing the world. You need to consider here what can be done regarding social and solidarity economy. Last not least, the gender issue. Next, in I don't have this in Nigeria, we have 43% participation of women in the labor market. At least this is what the National Bureau of Statistics of Nigeria says. There are different views on that. It might be even less, certainly depending on the areas of what we are speaking of. But it is certainly super important to get the women integrated into the labor market. Next, here I like this one, that you see a young lady with the baby in her arms in front of the laptop, and already concentrating and developing her skills and knowledge in a training to become smart enough that she certainly will get a place in the labor market. And I like very much the integration of that if you have a baby or if you have children, they have a place in our society, also in the training world and in the work life. And we have this word of work-life balance, but I think especially with regard to young children and family, you can redefine this work-life balance and make it adaptable to your world. Next. The skills for a green economy. I might skip here. This slide just gives you an idea that also institutions like the European Union, OECD, ILO, you name it, there is not one definition of green economy or green enterprises. So there are different biases, what you will understand among it, but there is the overall idea, what I already told you before. We know that we have challenges in the area, and we need to find good solutions and also creative, innovative businesses to cope here and build a new green economy. Next. When I first talked about skills very generally, here this slide is showing you very detailed, when we focus on green skills, for instance, that of course we have different levels of low, medium and high skilled educational levels, and these and when it comes to the green sector, we also can differentiate that we have a 100% green sector, there are partially green and non-green sectors, and here with your different skills you can see where you can come in, and I won't elaborate more on that, so you can be creative here to find your own ideas about. Next. Skills for green economy. Now just being a bit more concrete with what can it mean when it comes to engineering and technical skills. So we are talking about hard skills. You need science skills, so it's in-depth knowledge in demand. Management skills, so like organizational as well as planning and control, and risk management, I already said. Monitoring skills. So these are the attributes what are also needed in the green era. Next. Then I just refer digital skills next to European Union example. So just to give you an idea that it's not only in Nigeria here fighting for digital skills what are needed, also European Union. We need 90% digital skills already for all our jobs. But in 2021, we have seen that only 54% of the adults have at least basic digital skills. So you see, we are also a bit lagging behind here, and a bit is underestimated. By 2030, the European Union aims to equip all adults with 80% digital skills. And this is also under the frame what we started with the European Union Year of Skills in 2023, to have a specific focus not only on green but also on digital skills. Next. So digital Nigeria here. Next, I just put you together on a slide skills needed with regard to digitalization, what I already brought you in all the slides together, and this should give you a good picture how to relate digital and competencies with what kind of situation there is with Web 2.0, IoT, robotics, wearables, etc., and what is needed, the data security, dueling with dealing with big data, interdisciplinary cooperation, ability to innovate, problem-solving competence, understanding of processes, language competence and intercultural understanding, and self-competences. In this, when I only talk to you, you need to look at the slide to get a better understanding with the referrals, what I quickly summarized now. Artificial intelligence is fast evolving. I will now not speak so long anymore and just be very fast here. We all know what there is already in place. We know there are dangers and there are opportunities. And when I'm looking into entrepreneurship, I would like to focus on the opportunities that you can be more productive, more efficient, spurring innovation when working with artificial intelligence, what is already in place, but nevertheless be sensitized that there are risks when you use it. Next, the benefits I already brought to you, but here it also says it helps automate tasks, sharpens logical thinking, it is extracting large data and improving efficiency in developing software. Next. Last not least, this sector I like because when we talk about robotics, we usually think about industry where robotics is in place. But there's already robotics in place also in health and care sector. And so we know about, here we see Pepper, he is in a care house, and the elderly people have actually fun with robots. So there are studies how they are adapting, and they do, and they after some time that they have been placed in these care houses, they adopt them as people. So they anthropomorph them. They give them names and they talk to them as if it was a friend visiting them. Next. Here you see more. There is Henry. His specialty is that he also can give light, and Henry is accompanying people so that to make sure that they will not fall down, and to alarm the colleagues that just in case of emergency they will be available. Hobbit, you see also here with this elderly man, you can play card with Hobbit, you can also make you can watch TV with Hobbit, you can engage Hobbit in a conversation in watching TV. So this is all robots already have different functions, and they are already in place. Next, like Paro, the therapeutic seal robot. So Paro, as you can see here, when we talk about robots, we think about metallic machines, but here you can see they are also friends. Sometimes you cannot have live animals in the hospital because of hygiene reasons and others. And here Paro is with the big eyes and the eyelashes, is very quickly getting the hearts of the patients. They can stroke her, and then she will give sounds like you know, so that if you keep going, you hear. Paro also feels very well, and this has psychological effects and contributes to the health and comfort of patients. Next. But of course there are the other dangers when there are robots in place. How about the workplaces for humans? What skills do we need as humans to keep up with robots and robotics? And here it's next, especially the human skills. So I gave you a list what you might already know, but it's always important to repeat these skills. It's the social skills, it's the creativity, it's the innovation competence, change competence, it's collaboration and teamwork, interpersonal communication skills, critical thinking, empathy, skills in self-management and such as resilience, stress tolerance and adaptability and flexibility. It's moral awareness, ability to judge, it's leadership skills, analysis and problem-solving skills, it's interdisciplinary thinking and connected thinking. Next. And here I gave you a list of how you also can have these, how you use these human skills in the different sectors, but I will move on here and come to the final part of the presentation, which is again referring to the social transformations, how important it is here that you have an inclusive approach and nobody should be left behind, and access of everybody to education, and there needs to be equity to bring our societies forward. Next. And also this means that I brought you an example here from Great Britain, Young Foundation. They have an NGO to see to engage vulnerable people in data science and quantitative research, and among others, to flag that if you are disabled or coming from stigmatized groups or coming from vulnerable backgrounds and being it yourself, these people can contribute to businesses and to our society, and it's always worth to consider inclusivity. So also when you build up, establish your own business, think about it, how valuable also vulnerable persons are who could contribute to for the better for your own business. Next. And women participation. Of course, being a woman myself, it's all my engagement to tell you women need to be present in the also in the Nigerian labor market. They are powerful, they are educated, they do possess knowledge, so you need to give them the floor. Next. And there is the issue of unpaid work, which is mostly hampering women to enter the labor market. So therefore, it's central to advance the recognition, the re-education and redistribution of unpaid work. Next. So this is participation, I already said. Here, only last slides showing you STEM, natural sciences, hard sciences, need also women to be acknowledged in these areas, to contribute to an equal society, especially with regard to artificial intelligence, which mostly is developed by men. And then we do have these biases which again create more inequality regarding women. So here we need all the power what we have to bring equal participation of men and women in. Next. So now we see the picture of young scientists. Next, then we see two young ladies who work on an oil island, and you see, you know, it's not only men who can do that, and they have fun and are laughing. Next, there is my teacher with whom I was happy that I also could work with her, Dr. Jane Goodall. So she's a primatologist and anthropologist, and she says we need feminine qualities to be both accepted and respected. And I love that the new movement involves women joining their voices together. And with that, I'm going to end. I have some more slides referring now to teleworking and how you can better involve women, but I am at the last slide, and thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you so much good luck with your entrepreneurship, either in future or already established. Thank you very much.